Hello, this is Counselor Dad. Today the topic is student loans, and we're going to look at the very latest data on college costs and interest rates and give you some examples or scenarios that I think will be helpful. Let's look at a real dollar and cents example of the difference between choosing an expensive private college and a major public university. In this example, say you live in Michigan, you're a good student and you have the opportunity to attend Michigan State University, which is of course a public university, or you're also admitted to Boston University, which is private. Now the current total cost of tuition, room and board, books and fees at Michigan State is $23,464 a year. The total at Boston University for the same items is $68,060 a year. Difference per year, $44,596. Now, assuming a rate increase or an inflation rate increase of 5% a year, which is probably conservative for colleges, and over 4 years, over the next 4 years, Boston University would cost you $201,825 more. So let's assume you finance this difference with student loans. So say to cover this difference, you obtain an unsubsidized federal Stafford loan for $200,000. The current average interest rate nationwide on these loans is 4.7%. Now, upon graduation from college, assume your first job pays $50,000, $60,000, even $70,000 a year. Let's be optimistic, and you want to pay off your student loan over the next 10 years. Your monthly payment will be $2,092. Hardly realistic, unless someone else is going to make this payment for you. So you decide, in order to make the payment somewhat affordable, you're going to have to take the 25-year repayment plan. In this case, your monthly payment is still a hefty $1,134 per month for 25 years, a total payout from you of $340,200. That's enough to buy a good house in most parts of the country. Is that really what you want to do? Okay, let's do another example. Let's assume you're a strong student and you've been admitted to Yale University in Connecticut. You also have an admittance letter to the University of Michigan, which is an excellent public university in your home state in this example. So the total cost right now of attending Yale University are $63,970 a year. By comparison, the total cost right now of attending U of M are $27,812 a year. So that's a difference right now this year of $36,158. Now, using the same assumed 5% college inflation rate that we did in the previous example and looking over 4 years, the difference between attending Yale and Michigan is $163,637 to get your bachelor's degree, assuming you graduate in 4 years. So let's translate that to student loan. Again, you're financing only the difference between the public university and the private university with the student loan. So when you graduate, if you have a 10-year student loan, you're going to be paying, in this example, $1,712 a month. Not quite as much as our previous example, but still probably more than most will be able to afford. So once again, you may be forced to look at a much longer payback period. If you pay back over 25 years, you're going to be paying $928 every month for the next 25 years. I just say that so that you really think about this. Think about the potential psychological burden that you may be carrying in the first 10 to 25 years after you get your degree, carrying this amount of debt. Not to mention how it might affect major other decisions, such as whether to start a family, when and where to buy a home, and so on. So something to really think about. I'm going to leave you with just a couple of thoughts on how to reduce or eliminate the burden of student loans. Well, one, we've already talked about. Seriously consider how you can reduce the overall cost of college, especially by what college you choose. Secondly, apply for as many scholarships as possible. I covered that in a previous video. You might want to take a look at it. even if your family has a pretty good income, there's a good chance that if you work at it hard enough, you will get some scholarships. And thirdly, seriously consider working part-time. The research shows that working part-time will not hurt your grades and may even help in some way, so consider that. I hope this is all of some help to you. Hey, be sure and write to me, counselordad@gmail.com. Thank you very much.